This is the interface 2, version 2 for the project group L. So here's our learning site where you can take different classes on subjects in web development like HTML, CSS. So if you want, you can register for the class, and that brings up a window where you can sign up using your name, email, password, and a confirmed password, and you can submit that, and this will automatically log you in. But in the case that you're already a user, you can log in, enter your name and password. You can choose to stay logged in as long as your browser is open, or if you forget your password, you can click this link to retrieve it. So after I enter my email and password, I'm going to log in. After logging in, you're taken to the profile page where you can see the classes you're currently taking and classes you're mentoring. In this case, you can open up and view all the classes, all the lessons in your current class. So we're going to go to lesson 2. So this is lesson 2 for HTML. Here's a little snippet about what we're learning. And after going through this text, there's a live demo where you can insert code and see the direct output on the screen. After submitting this output, you're going to get feedback, and you can go to the next lesson if this is correct. We're going to go to the project. The project is at the end of every set of lessons in a class, and this is kind of the final assignment to really test your knowledge about a class. So there's going to be a title of your project, a description of requirements, and a rubric. So after you're done making your project, you can upload a project from your computer, you can view it in a web page after uploading, and finally submit it to a grader. If you have questions during your project, you can go to the forum to get some answers from other students and mentors as well. For example, this is an HTML question. You can filter by all these values over here. So if you click HTML, anything tagged with the word HTML will show up. For example, you might want to know how to make a list in HTML. You can also search for any value you're going to need. So if we click on this question, we can see the exact thread with the question, how do I make a list? Regular user replies are just in a default color, but any reply from a mentor of this class is in a brighter color, so you can see the difference. They have a little bit more authority and knowledge on the subject, so you might be more likely to trust them. You can reply to the general thread with this button, or reply specifically to a subthread with buttons on the side. Now that we're done with that, we're going to take a look at all the classes we can take. So basically, this is laid out in a tree structure, and you can do 3 actions with classes. You can enroll in them, test out of them, or mentor a class. So if we want to test out of CSS, we can take a test to skip. They want to test out of CSS. And so then you're taken to the test where you can skip out of HTML and CSS. So any classes before the ones you selected also need to be tested out of. So there's question 1 and subsequent questions where you can enter your code and submit. And then after you do that, you'll get one of 2 messages. One says you passed, and you can go back to all classes or your profile, or you failed and you'll have to try again in 24 hours. Let's say we passed, and we can go back to all classes. So here, now that we've passed out of those, we want to become a mentor in the class HTML. So once we click on HTML, we can say we want to mentor this class, which takes us to another test to mentor for a class. Actually, this says CSS, so we can say we mentor for that. So you'll answer the questions and you press submit, And now we passed, and we're now a mentor. So let's go to the profile page. The profile page shows not only the classes you're in, but the ones you're mentoring for. So we just decided to mentor in CSS, so we can open that course and see that we can grade different projects. And you can also see if there are any unanswered questions in the forum that a mentor would want to answer for students. So here we have User 1's project and a Get New Project button. There are only you're only allowed to grade 2 projects at any time. So if there's one available slot, you can click to get a new project, and a second username will show up with a hyperlink to their project. So let's click on this project now to grade it. So you can look at a few different things in the grading section. You can view the code, all the different files that are submitted. You can also look at the rubric, which slides from the side at the same time. And here you can get comments, points out of whatever number for each part of the rubric. And you can submit the grade or download the project if you prefer to just view it on your computer. You can also look at the page view of the project if it's something like an HTML or web document that you wanted to be able to view in a browser. And as well, you can look at the rubric at the same time. If you submit grade without filling out all of these values, there'll be a pop-up that says, please give a grade to a certain value